speed, we use this variable speed product in a lot of homes that say they have hot and cold spots or uneven temperatures between the first and the second floor. Because
True.
the system can ramp up, slow down, speed up, do whatever it needs to do to hit that temperature.
If the system can run longer, it's going to be able to get rid of those hot, cold spots in the house.
Never fear, All Pro is here.
All right, welcome back to the All Pro podcast, everybody. Today we are going to talk about motor options in HVAC equipment. Sounds exciting, does it not? And I brought this cool infographic, thanks Lennox, that I stole kind of out of our training room. So we do have stuff in there. But we're going to talk about the different kinds of motors and what they mean. So the easiest way to relate motor types and why it's important is it really affects how the system works. Yeah, energy savings and that kind of thing. So we'll start with the basic single stage, which is this guy right here.
I like the mountains.
It is kind of a mountain. Because what does single stage do, Dave?
It goes in a single stage.
It goes on, off. On, off.
Yeah.
It just goes one off.
It's a good example, yes.
Just on, off. One speed. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you got. Two stage. This little guy right here. Two stage.
Two is better than one.
Two is better than one. But on motors, per se, we're not talking about two-stage heating or cooling on the outside unit. We're talking two-stage or multi-stage on a blower motor, which means now instead of having one speed, it's going to have more like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 speeds.
That many? But this says two-stage.
Well, that one says two-stage.
And it looks like hills instead of mountains. These are mountains. These are
I know. But, a multi-speed is going to have...
A multi-speed, yes.
Yes, it's going to be more of a stair step. It's going to be this pattern, but it's going to stair step. Basically to whatever speed you have it on.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, he's so excited. This is really an education series, so that way you understand what we talk to you when we come into your home. We're talking about multi-speed motors. We're talking about single torque motors, and then we're talking about variable speed motors and kind of what the benefits is. This one down here.
That one there?
Yep.
That one looks less fun.
It looks less fun.
But
it does so much more.
It does a lot better, huh?
It is a lot better. So variable speed is a lot like your car. You have the fancy dials and you say, I want it, 70 degrees in my car. And your car knows to speed up the motor, slow back the motor, speed up the motor, add more heat, add more cool, whatever it needs to do to hit the temperature. That's variable speed in a home system.
Yeah. How many stages can that have on a variable speed?
A variable speed can have like 720 stages.
So that's a lot. That's a lot more than two.
That's a lot more than two.
Yeah.
And definitely more than one.
So that means it has more options.
Has more options.
Okay. So depending on what it is, what load you need on your system, right?
Yep.
Like how hot, cold it is, and that kind of thing.
And other things that you need. Well, and one of the biggest things about variable speed is what is one of the best things it's good at solving?
I'm waiting for you to answer.
Oh, you want me to answer it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So variable speed, we use this variable speed product in a lot of homes that say they have hot and cold spots or uneven temperatures between the first and the second floor. Because
True.
The system can ramp up, slow down, speed up, do whatever it needs to do to hit that temperature. And then if we get really fancy,
it runs longer, right?
It runs all the time.
So you got to think. So if the system can run longer, it's going to be able to get rid of those hot, cold spots in the house instead of just
because it's circulating the air longer.
Yeah, circulating the air. It's not just shutting down real quick, and now your air is stagnant. It's rising. Usually on a 2-story house, variable speed can be really good for like a 2-story house because a lot of times the stuff upstairs is about 10 degrees hotter than it is downstairs. So getting a variable speed definitely helps. Now
it does.
Now there's other options too, like thermostats with averaging sensors. So if you ever have an upstairs that's hotter than your downstairs and you want to fix that problem, you have options to fix that. And you don't have to redo the whole ductwork system necessarily to do that. It's not a perfect thing, but it's a lot better than tearing out everything which can get really expensive. So you do have other options. Right?
You do have other options. And the reason that it's important, because that's the motor on the inside, right? And then we go to the motor on the outside, the outside unit. So there's single stage, 2-stage, and some actually, a couple products now have 3-stage, and then you have variable speed on the outside.
Yeah.
So that means the same thing. You got your single stage, full blast, stop, full blast, stop. It's at 100% power, 100% everything, and then stop. And then you got your 2-stage, like a low and a high. So like a light switch, right? You got your low, and when it goes, oh, I can't keep up, I can't do what I need to do, it kicks it into high, and then it goes to 100% usage. 60 to 100 goes from 60 to 100% usage. So you have that. And then 3-stage, going to be the same thing. It's going to be, I'm at 50%, I'm at 70%, I'm at 100%. So it knows, okay, I'm going to try at the lowest speed. I can't hit it there. I'm going to try at the next speed. I can't meet my needs there. I'm going to go full blast, which is why they're energy efficient that way, because they don't go 100% power all the time. They go little bit by little bit. But variable speed works completely different. It's consistently working. And it'll ramp up and it'll ramp down as it needs to. So when it starts hitting its temperature and everything, it's going to ramp down really slow, but it's going to keep that air moving. That's why it's really great for...
Depending on the heat load and cooling load that you need, right?
Yeah. It's going to run a long time. And sometimes when people don't have variable speed and put a variable speed in, they call and they go, oh my gosh, my system is running all the time. That is okay for a variable speed system. Even a multi-speed system, it's going to run more because it's evening that out, and it's not trying to pull large chunks of energy at one time. It's trying to use it slowly and over time, and just keep it
actually saves you money.
Yeah,
your energy bills, and it helps with humidity and stuff in the home.
Oh yeah,
all that variable speed stuff can help out with the comfort of your home. It doesn't have to just be energy savings. So don't think of it as like, well, I don't want to spend that kind of money because I'm only going to save maybe this much money a month, which it'll save you money on your monthly bill, but it's also the benefits of it. The huge benefits, I think anyway, is not just your energy savings, but it's the comfort in your home, controlling that humidity, controlling those hot and cold spots in your home, those types of things. Because that stuff right there, that to me, that means more than even the cost savings. Right?
Oh yeah. Be aware, we got a plumbing special. It's normally $120. We're knocking it down to $80 so we can come inspect your home and see what plumbing issues that you're having before they become plumbing disasters. And if you're a multifamily, give us a call. We will go ahead and give you a customized quote. You can use the promo code PLUM, PLMUB, and we will get you on the list to get inspected. And I mean, I'll tell you our personal experience with it. So we used to live in an old farmhouse. And obviously they're not that greatly insulated by any means. Beautiful farmhouse out in the country, amazing. But we had that issue. It was really cold. It was very uneven. We had hot and cold spots because it had like one room on the second floor. And it was just not what you would think. So that's actually the first time we tried variable speed. And let me tell you, we get a lot of guys that come in here with promo things, and you really need to try this, and this is the coolest new thing out there, and this gadget, you really love it.
That's a good point. Like we get to try out all these we get to try all this new stuff that comes out on the market. So we get to come to you guys and tell you guys like, hey, yeah, this was really good, or this right here, probably you don't want that. So it makes us really good at what we do because we get to try all these new things when they hit the market. So.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we finally decided when we were in this house, we're like, you know what, we're going to try variable speed. It's claiming it makes everything even. It makes everything, heat and cool more effectively.
Hot and cold spots,
all that
humidity.
Stuff. This house
we had a bad humidity issue in the house too. So.
Yep. So it was like, okay, we're going to put it to the test. We're going to put a real life, not a lab test, a real life test to, is this going to perform the way it needed to do? Oh my gosh, I was totally sold. I was like, okay, that's actually a real thing that actually produces real results that made a huge difference. Like huge difference. I was like, okay, I am now sold. So if you ever ask me, we get this question a lot when we go places. And we talk to people about it and we're like, if you can do variable speed and you have XYZ issues and you can afford it, go for variable speed because you will be so much happier. And also, if you're already used to having variable speed or a high efficient system, switching to a different configuration with the motors and how they work, you're going to notice a difference and you're probably not going to be happy because you'll be like, it's not working.
And once you have this, and once you do the variable speed in your house, you won't want to go back to the other, especially if you have a 2-story, 3-story type property or a home. You're not going to go back because it's going to do a lot better job of comfort in that home. Like you're not going to be burning up like you would be with just a single stage motor in your house.
And then even when you combo it with like an air cleaner or something like that, now a lot of the smells and allergies and stuff are going away too. And it's consistently filtering that air. It really doesn't get any better than that. Okay.
So going back to the graph here, we were talking about at the beginning of the video, like these look more fun, don't they? Like, woo, more fun, hills, but in your house, you don't want your temperature doing that. You don't want to have more fun with your temperature, right?
Those are your peaks and valleys of your temp.
Yeah, you want it to be like this. You want your temperature to be in your house like this. You don't want woo, like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hot,
cold. That's kind of a good way to, I guess, visually think of it that way. Like this is smooth. This is crazy fun sometimes, I guess, right? But do we want that in our house? No, we don't want that in our house. Yep.
There we go. Yep. Well, there you go. You don't want the woo in your house. Yeah.
Don't need Ric Flair in your home.
Don't need Ric Flair in your home.
No.
You just want to keep it nice and consistent. That is the king of all the motors. But I will tell you, all the motors have a place for different homes, different budgets. But at least now you understand what they are and how they work. So when we talk to you or somebody else talks to you about it, you can be educated about it and understand, okay, that's kind of what this means.
So now I know what they do, right?
Know what they do. It's not the most coolest thing to talk about, but it really does make a difference in your home and how your system works and on your energy savings. So until next time, have a great day. We'll see you guys later and see you every other Wednesday. We'll see you then.
Thank you for watching or listening to the All Pro Podcast. All Pro Heating and Air is your complete comfort solution. For more information on how we can help you save money with your heating and air systems, visit callallproindy.com.